New Game Plus is out now in Odyssey, and there's actually more to it than I first thought. Plus I want to discuss some things that you totally want to do before you start New Game Plus, and there are some other things that are crucial that you really need to know. So let's get into it. If you enjoy that, then a like would be super appreciated, and let's go. Quick reminder that I'm doing a giveaway for the Shark Pack that just released. You can find a link in the description down below or in the pinned comment. I will choose the winner really soon, so keep it locked for that. We of course already discussed the New Game Plus modes briefly in my big 1.14 update video that you totally want to watch to learn more about that update. I will link to it at the end of this video. So first things first, before you start a New Game Plus, you have to go to your regular save, so likely just hit continue and then select the New Game Plus in the pause menu. I already said it in my 1.14 video, but I will say it again. Make sure that you do a manual save before you start New Game Plus, otherwise you might lose all your non-New Game Plus progression. But there are actually more things that you want to do before you start New Game Plus, or maybe even wait until you have finished The Legacy of the First Blade Episode 3. That will launch of course on March 5th. Way more tips on what you want to do before you start New Game Plus in a second, but when you do decide to start though, you will notice that you skip the cool Leonidas part of the tutorial and also the first modern day part with Layla. Although you do see some part of the enemies where you can select your difficulty and mode again. You can always change those later though. And you can also change your character to Cassandra or Alexios, so play with a different character if you want. But that does cause some very funny things. Also more on that a little later. Of course, New Game Plus means that you keep things from your previous game. In Odyssey that includes resources, levels, abilities, weapons, gear, ship upgrades, and also your Ubisoft Club and Helix Store lieutenants. But you actually keep a little bit more than that. The mercenary rewards that you already unlocked in your previous save will carry over, so you immediately have those active after saving Phoebe from the bandits, because that is when the mercenary system of course opens up. But when you go to rewards, it then only goes to tier 1, but I can confirm that the S tier rewards also seem to be active, at least the one for the Hephaestus workshop, as you see right here in the New Game Plus footage, where I visit this merchant and already have the discount active. So this makes it extremely smart to first try and get to mercenary tier S4 in your non-New Game Plus save before starting New Game Plus, because then you would get the 10% more orichalcum from your daily and weekly bounties that give orichalcum. And you obviously then also get the tier S3 rank that increases the drop chance of your epic loot by 25%, so that is super nice to have during your full New Game Plus playthrough, because that is a big thing. In New Game Plus, your mercenary like sort of rank in the ladder does not carry over, so it will take a very long time before you reach the S ranks again, including their rewards if you don't have them yet. Your ostracus also carry over, so you can continue with these puzzles where you left off. And this also means that those parts of the locations have already been completed. And you will immediately notice this when running up to Marco's vineyard, because you will immediately get XP because you already completed the location, since you cannot loot the ostraca again. Also, orichalcum that you already collected in your non-New Game Plus save in the world will not be lootable again. You can get more ability points though by visiting the tombs again that you already completed in your non-New Game Plus save, because all the locations in the New Game Plus and even the Fog of War from the map are back, so you can complete everything again, get XP again, and also new ability points from those tombs. So I noted in my how to prepare for New Game Plus video that doing the tombs first in your non-New Game Plus save before starting New Game Plus is really smart, because then you get the most amount of ability points possible. I showed you all the locations of these tombs in that recent how to prepare for New Game Plus video, and I will link to that as well at the end of this one. Also smart before starting New Game Plus is already buying the very powerful engravings at the Myson Cave over here on the map at the Hephaestus workshop. You can then use them on your weapons and gear, because if you don't do that before New Game Plus, you need to travel all the way back to this location again, because all the viewpoints are of course reset as well. But yeah, that is the fact though, you can go everywhere you want the moment you get Barnabas and leave Kefalonia. And if you are level 50 or higher, then you also do not have to worry that you get one shot by higher level enemies, because the game of course scales everything to your level, so there will be no level gating whatsoever. Like I immediately went to Argus's volcano to see if he was there. Well, I can confirm that he is, and of course scaled to my level, so now level 71, but the fight is similar, including his rewards. This is really important though regarding the legendary rewards, because I encountered a mercenary really early in the New Game Plus mode that was level 72 and dropped the waste from the Greek hero set. So what happens in the New Game Plus mode when you get a new legendary item that you already have is that the current item will disappear and a new version of that item will take its place. And this new version will be on the level of the enemy you just killed. So in my case, I got the waste on level 72 while I wasn't level 72 yet. Meaning that all of a sudden I cannot use this full armor set anymore, because the waste was suddenly a higher level than I was at that moment. On the upside though, I don't have to upgrade this piece of equipment anymore when I reach level 72. And this later happened in the arena as well. From the first encounter you get the arena fighter's gauntlets from the Bandit King. Well, now I got these arena hands on 72 with no way to use them. Meaning that I can also not wear this full set and use that set bonus. Your engraving does stay though on this new version, so that is pretty nice. I actually use the Amazon or Achilles set if you play Alexios from my Health Stealer build that I made a video on recently. So yes, it will suck if I suddenly get a better version of that set and then I can't use the set bonus anymore. It gets even worse though, because there's a bug right now that if you use the weapon or other item that the enemy drops and then loot that item, then that item might disappear. We for example here see L in the comments of my recent 1.14 video. So he got the Hades bow on level 72 from that mercenary he just killed while he is level 71 and he was using the Hades bow at that moment. So L was like, what the heck is this, and reloaded his save, and now he does not have the bow anymore. Also, Elden got the Hades bow from a higher level mercenary while he was using it, so he looted it and found the same sort of bug as L, but continued to play. He killed another enemy and boom, that level 74 version of the Hades bow was gone as well. So now both Elden and L lost their Hades bow. And you don't know if you will ever get it back, like maybe it's gone for good. Pretty scary indeed, right? Thanks to both of them, by the way, for noting it in the comments and sharing the pictures as well. So now you know that you have to be careful. But overall, I'm not a big fan of this system and it's flawed as well. I now think about the fact that it would have been cooler if we just got New Game Plus versions of these items, like with an extra perk, for example. Then there would be a reason to chase them and then this issue would not have happened. This is a great example though of New Game Plus and how it is way more complicated than you might think at first. Going back to that Amazon set, I thought it was funny to try something and see if it would change to the Achilles set when you switch from Cassandra to Alexios. Because that is of course the thing, in terms of stats these armor sets are the same, but they actually have different versions in terms of look and also in terms of name. Well, not in the New Game Plus mode. You don't get the Achilles set when you switch from Cassandra to Alexios, meaning that you have the Amazon set for Alexios. And I would think that it works the other way around as well, and that's actually a first. Like, that was never possible before, that you would get the Achilles set for Cassandra or the Amazon set for Alexios. And now I'm actually curious, like, what happens when I continue to play with Alexios and complete that branch that gives the Achilles set. Will those Amazon gear pieces disappear when I get an Achilles set item, or will I have both at the same time? Will be something to figure out for sure. Of course, if you already found it out, let me know in the comments down below, or on Twitter at JorRaptor, or Instagram JorRaptor as well. So yeah, sadly no new gear or something to collect. Ubisoft also confirmed that there's no new reward for completing the New Game Plus mode. Good news though is that there's New Game Plus Plus, meaning that if you complete New Game Plus, you can start a New Game Plus save with that New Game Plus save file. But yeah, you may ask, why do New Game Plus if there's no new reward or any new things to do? Well, they actually did change something that is worth noting. The arena in New Game Plus now namely starts with a level 72 challenge instead of a level 22 one. In the regular game, level 50 is still the max for the versions that open up after you completed all the arena challenges once, and here you need to be level 97 or 99 to stand a chance and complete them all. So that's pretty interesting, right, that they changed that, making the arena in the New Game Plus also not farmable when you are level 70 anymore. Where in a non-New Game Plus save you could just do it over and over again and get a nice amount of XP as well. The XP in the New Game Plus mode is more though, although I'm not sure if that is only for the first time you do these challenges or for every one of them. So yes, this arena change suddenly makes New Game Plus more of a high-end mode for people that play Odyssey a ton and are planning to get to the new max level of level 99. And this is also the first activity that requires you to level above level 50, or in this case even above level 70. And I really like that, but I haven't seen that from any other activities that require that too. But of course, if you see other activities that require you to be level 70 or above, totally reach out again to my Twitter at JorRaptor, Instagram JorRaptor, or in the comments of this video. Maybe the hard mode mythical creatures, when they launch at some point, will start at level 55 or maybe even higher. But yeah, is that enough to drop everything and immediately go to New Game Plus? Well, no. While I do like this change, it isn't as big as a new exclusive New Game Plus reward or anything like that. New Game Plus in Odyssey right now is just awesome if you want to do more meaningful things than the same forts and conquest battles over and over again for epic gear, for example. If you want to relive the story, make different choices, or for example, kill the legendary animals again, or complete the locations that you already completed before. But again, I would wait till at least after the third episode of the Legacy of the First Blade before you like really invest a ton of time into the New Game Plus mode. You namely have to start the Legacy of the First Blade all over in this New Game Plus mode, and it seems like you have to finish chapter 7 of the main story as well before you can even start with episode 1. So that means that it will take a really long time before you are able to get the new weapons and maybe even the new armor set from the Legacy of the First Blade episode 3 in the New Game Plus mode. So I think it's smarter to finish the third episode first on your non-New Game Plus save and then start with the New Game Plus mode. This will also give you time to reach tier S4 of the mercenary window, or at least tier S3 for the extra epic drop chance. And again, if you haven't done all the tombs yet for all the ability points, then it's smart to do that first as well. Maybe already reach some levels. But yeah, mostly those episode 3 rewards that will be awesome to use in the New Game Plus will be a long way off if you start New Game Plus before finishing episode 3. And yes, March 5th is not that far away, and after that I think you'll have enough time to progress in the New Game Plus mode before the Atlantis DLC hits. That likely requires some progression of the main story as well. Maybe you even need to complete the Atlantis story first. Would make sense before you can like start with the first episode. Yes, I enjoy what I've played from New Game Plus so far, but I'm more looking forward to the new content, the third episode and the Atlantis DLC of course as well. I will of course keep you up to date here on everything Assassin's Creed Odyssey, so totally subscribe if you haven't already. Like the video to support the channel. And whoa, a lot of stuff happens like since the new update, and I'm like trying to collect it all and try to make video topics that I will roll out in the coming days. So keep an eye out for that and keep sending all the things that you find via my Twitter again, Instagram, both JorRaptor, or in the comments of my most recent Odyssey video. That's the easiest way. For now, let's end the video as we always do by going to Sargon to see if we can finally get the freaking Hades Lieutenant. Let's get into it. Yo Sargon, how you doing? Oh, whoa, yeah, you just go stand there. I mean, why not? Yeah, you can move now. No, I'm in charge. But yeah, we're of course coming here for the freaking Hades Lieutenant, so let's just get right into it. Ooh, okay, an epic. Hunter's Hood, 100 damage, headshot damage. Okay, not that bad, but not what we of course want. So yeah, let's see you. Goodbye. Gonna throw you in the water. And some people actually ask, like, how do you throw the people in the water? Well, you just do it the same as if you shoot a bow. It's like the same button combination as if you shoot a bow. So that's not that hard at all. Subscribe to stay up to date on everything Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Check again the giveaway for the Shark Pack if you haven't already. And I will of course speak to you next time. And the update 1.14 video is of course live as well. So totally give that a watch if you haven't already. Goodbye.